welcome to your part 2 extended reading, Scorpio. So this is the Love and Life reading, second half of November, extended reading. So let's get right into it. We've already taken a look at the energies for you and your person and ultimately what it is that they would do differently if they could. We've taken a look at the challenges. And I wanted to grab some messages here focusing on their deepest secrets about you. So I'm going to be using this deck by Fire Witch Tarot, the Twin Flame / Soulmate Unspoken Messages deck. So let's take a look. Their deepest secrets about you. But despite the challenges, as we've seen, I am intuitively feeling here that you guys can still work this out. That is if you're interested in working it out. Because I'm feeling for your person, whoever it is that you're watching for, they want to work it out. All right, so their deepest secrets. I miss the moments we shared. Yep, we've definitely picked up off of the fact that they're feeling nostalgic and missing you. Okay. Focusing on the memories that you guys have already shared. Don't lose hope. Either this is what they want you to know, because this is focused on their deepest secrets. They want you to not lose hope on the connection. Or this is what they're trying to convince themselves to not lose hope. Desire on fire. If you've ever wondered if they still desire you, certainly your presence in their life, but this includes sexual chemistry desire. They absolutely do. Ooh, look at this. I know you're my twin flame. Take that if it applies, especially if you feel that you yourself are on this twin flame journey with this person. They feel you are their twin flame, and maybe you've always suspected that. Maybe you've done research on twin flames and you know this is your twin. There they are. They're acknowledging it. They're also saying that they're sorry. They're coming through with an apology here because they ultimately know that they contributed to the challenges and struggles that you guys have been through. Ooh, I can hear your thoughts telepathically. Okay, so there's telepathy going on here between you and your person, Scorpio. So let's go ahead and add to these messages here. I'm going to grab some tarot cards here. I never have enough room on my desk. And I've elevated to a larger desk from the smaller one that I used to use like 2-3 years ago, and it's still not big enough. So anyway, let's grab some tarot here. I'm going to pull from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 1. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. So as we've already seen in the first half, I feel it's more so the masculine who's struggling to at least create movement towards the feminine. They miss you, they want you, they desire you, they see you as their twin. They're sorry for what they've done. Maybe these are things that they want you to know and understand. Certainly in the 5D, they're communicating with you telepathically here until you guys can come back into union. And they don't want you to lose hope. Look at that 9 of Cups. It's about wish fulfillment. They want this wish to manifest more than anything. And I really feel with cards like the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords, not only do they still desire you and care for you and miss you and love you and all that, but they now have had this epiphany. It's like clarity that they've needed to have that might have been lacking, because the Page of Cups represents a love message that you will receive more than likely from your masculine divine feminines. They've had some sort of breakthrough about their desires for you, about what you represent in their heart. If there were infidelities in the partnership, which there might be a good chance that that was going on, okay, that is a thing of the past, I'm feeling. I'm just feeling that energy that if that was going on, it's a thing of the past. They've cut that situation out of their life because they want to be able to manifest this wish with you. King of Wands. So remember, guys, in the first half of this reading, the Queen of Wands came through twice. So desire on fire, I mean, there's definitely this fiery heat and chemistry and pull between the two of you, the masculine and the feminine. And these two cards represent divine counterparts. So maybe that is how you see them. You know, we do have the twin flame reference right there. The masculine sees the feminine as their divine counterpart, twin flame. We've got Page of Pentacles. We have so many divine masculine energies coming through here. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Cups. All amazing cards coming from the masculine. The masculine coming through, letting you know, divine feminine, they care for you. They love you. You're the one they want. You're the one they desire. You are their twin. They're devoted to this connection. Maybe they had issues with devoting their time and energy and their heart to it before, but they've evolved from that type of person. They've had this clarity that's needed in order to move forward and to secure a much more stable foundation. And speaking of stable foundations, here we are, Four of Wands. Okay, so that's clarifying here for some of you anyway, that this really is a twin flame connection. I know you're my twin flame. Four of Wands can also represent a twin flame connection. So this masculine coming through very strongly, wanting you to know, divine feminine, they want manifestation when it comes to this connection in the 3D. It's nice to be able to interact telepathically or in the 5D, but they want you in the 3D. They desire to touch you, to be with you, to make love to you, to kiss you, to hold you. All of those things. That's some pretty powerful stuff. That's a part of their deepest secrets when it comes to you. And I feel it especially for my feminines, really wanting to know, what does my masculine even think about me and the connection? Well, here it is. Look how amazing these cards are. They're even coming through with an apology because they know that they contributed to the drama. They really acknowledge that here. Okay, so speaking of desire on fire, I wanted to grab some cards talking about their hidden fantasies, and I was going to use my Sugar and Spice Oracle. So it's a little naughty, a little nice for a reason, because some of these cards can definitely have some sexual innuendos and references to it. So just FYI. So let's take a look at what it is that they're not sharing with you, but it's a fantasy of theirs. And that doesn't just necessarily mean sex and intimacy, although it can. So let's grab some cards here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio for this love and life reading, this extended reading for the second half of November. Desire on fire. Rum and cake. Okay, so this could possibly represent, for some of you, it's not going to apply to everybody because we've seen some drama and challenges that have presented itself in this reading. Let me just read it and then I'll talk about it. Rum and cake. I'm known to be a smooth talker, a bit of a Casanova, I suppose. I love to keep things sweet and spicy in the bedroom. I love soft lips and French kisses, satin sheets, sensual conversations, and steamy sex is what I'm into. I'm not looking for anything serious though, just want to have some fun. And that last line is where the issue comes in, because I feel that was a part of the problem. That was a part of the challenge that you guys have encountered, that maybe you were dealing with somebody, and maybe specifically the masculine, who really wasn't looking to commit. They weren't looking for anything too serious. They just wanted to have fun. And part of that fun could have just been sexual play. You know, just having fun sexually. That's all it was. Man, look at this. We've got the Cookie Monster now coming through. I love variety, weighing my options, entertaining multiple choices that catch my eye. So you see, I'm not one to settle down really. I do tend to get bored easily. You won't be the only hand in my cookie jar. There could be 2 or even 3 parties that I'll be spending time with. If you don't mind, feel free to hang around. I promise I'll spend time with you eventually. Challenges, okay? And so a part of their hidden fantasies, perhaps at this point in time, would be the total opposite of what's coming through here now, because they're not about the third party situations anymore. They're not about being this Casanova. And the history of Casanova is basically a womanizer. This is a gentleman, if you can even call him a gentleman, who was a player. You know, he just wanted to romance a bunch of women and be in and out of their lives. And it was just a bunch of sexual trysts for Casanova. And so if that's something that you relate to, Divine Feminine, if your masculine was just all about that, it definitely hurt you. It broke your heart. And it was just not the type of situation that could withstand the test of time. It was definitely going to fall apart. And that explains for me why some of my feminines could be feeling this way with the 7 of Wands. You've got your guard up. You're on the defensive because of the past history. So even though your masculine has done a lot of work on themselves, I feel, because they're coming in as this very empowered masculine through that Emperor energy, and we've seen Ascension and Phoenix Rising, which is an indication that something that ended, something that basically died, can come back to life. That is what I'm picking up from that. So let's go ahead and grab one more card from here. And we clearly see through their Desire on Fire card that they want you. They want you sexually. They want you any way they can get you. Poppy seeds. You're like a drug. I feel so high when I'm with you. I feel it in my bones. Your presence, your smile, your laughter, your beauty, the joy you bring. You make me better, happier, stronger. Without you, I'm going to need therapy because I can't function unless you're in my life. So they screwed up right here. You more than likely detached, Divine Feminine. And they might have even literally gone to therapy to try to really fix their mind and their heart. Telling you, I can't function unless you are a part of my life. That's a part of their fantasy, is to have you be a part of their life. And now I've got the naughtiest card in this deck. Banana. Bottom of the deck. There's nothing like having me first thing in the morning, just open wide and take me in your mouth. Doesn't it feel good when you swallow? So creamy and tasty. I'm good for your body, and you can have me over and over again. Day or night, you can have me any way you want me. So definitely masculine fantasizing about the feminine. And, you know, this could even, of course, be a reference to oral sex when it comes to the masculine, and that could be a preference of theirs, okay? But, of course, the sexual innuendos are just super strong with that particular card, and it involves more than that, of course. It's basically just wanting to have those intimate, passionate, fiery chemistry moments with the feminine. All right. So let's go ahead and grab some additional messages from tarot here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my tarot teacher deck. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Scorpio, this extended reading for your love and life reading for the second half of November. So it hasn't been a smooth journey whatsoever, but I feel moving forward, this masculine wants to ensure that things go smoothly. Perfect. World card. So they really want to cycle out the past and whatever drama they might have gotten themselves into and drama that they created. And some of that drama had a lot to do with infidelities, cheating, lies, betrayals. So they're ready to close that chapter. And it really explains why the relationship might have fizzled and it fell apart and it died. With infidelities and somebody who was not fully invested in the partnership, it wasn't going to work. And this masculine has now recognized that here. So they're taking a look at the possibilities, at least the new possibilities of what you guys can have in the future, if that's something that you're open to, Divine Feminines. Knight of Cups. Okay, they want to bring the romance back. They could also be a very romantic lover, as it says. You know, they're ready to follow their heart here. They want this new beginning with that Fool's energy. Okay, Ace of Wands. So more fire represented here. They want to create something new with you. They're focusing more so on being able to grow this partnership, focusing on the future. They're still very passionate about wanting to revive this connection. And they know that they're going to have to take action for that to happen. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue here. Scorpio, focusing on the masculine and feminine. I'm going to start with the masculine since that energy has come through quite prominently in this reading. I'm going to focus on this deck, my Thinking Man Oracle Volume 2, grabbing some dialogue messages on behalf of the Divine Masculine. All right, so here we go. What do they want to say to you, Divine Feminine? Angels and Spirit Guides, please. Look at this. Hell yeah, size does matter because the size of my love for you is immeasurable. Okay, so the sexual innuendos continue with the masculine. All right, here we go. I miss your voice, your laughter, the endless hours of conversations we had about anything, about everything, about nothing in particular. Oh, how I miss you. I believe it. I believe it. I've been keeping tabs on you. Are you keeping tabs on me? Okay. Maybe they've been checking you out on social media or asking about you somehow, and they're wondering if you're doing the same, Divine Feminine. And lastly, if I had a time machine, I'd go back to make right what went wrong between us. I miss you so much. So they're saying it twice through these words, through these cards right here, Divine Feminine, that you are missed. We have a masculine here who thinks about you, who feels the emptiness. They miss you very much. Okay, so let's grab some cards now on behalf of the feminine. And I'm going to pull from my Woman's Intuition Oracle deck here. So Divine Feminines, what do you want to say to your masculine here? What do you want to say? Words from the feminine here. I feel you pulling away from me, okay? And that could certainly have been the case before. But they're not pulling away from you now, Divine Feminines. They want to come towards you. Sometimes I wonder if I touched your heart in the way you touched mine. Absolutely. You absolutely have. Divine timing is the cruelest form of anticipation between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m. Divine timing, it's difficult sometimes to just have patience and to wait for things to play out. That's just a part of the reality of the situation sometimes. And maybe Divine Feminine, that time frame of midnight to 4 a.m., middle of the night, maybe you can't get any sleep. And we've seen references to that, nightmares, insomnia from the masculine, and maybe you're experiencing much of the same. Let's grab one more message from the feminine here. You can run, but you can't hide. You love me and you know it. Okay? So they are pretty much acknowledging through this reading that they do love you, they miss you, they think about you, which is why they're keeping tabs on you, Divine Feminine. And maybe the way they were before, they did represent the runner in this partnership. You could have been the chaser, Divine Feminine. But maybe the tables have turned between the two of you. And they're now wanting to come towards you. Okay? So that's the energy that's presenting itself there. Let's go ahead and grab some angel numbers here to wrap things up for your reading. I'm going to pull from this deck by Mystic Moon, Twin Flame Angel numbers. We did get some references to twin flame connections here in this reading, but if you don't feel you are a part of a twin flame journey, you can of course replace any twin flame references from this deck with soulmate if you're more comfortable with that, or soul connection. So let's grab some numbers here. We have 0550. Your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results. That makes sense, guys. Okay? And that as well has come through in this reading. There really is this need to wait right from the very beginning of this reading that came forward. Okay? The Temperance card as well is about patience. And then, from the Divine Feminine, there was the reference to divine timing. So even your angels are coming through in the numbers. Your angels say to wait and bide your time for better results. Exactly. Because it really does come down to divine timing. It comes down to when things are meant to be and it cannot be rushed. Okay? Let's grab some more numbers here. 105. Your intuition is divinely guided, so trust all that you are being shown at this time. Trust your gut and intuition. And that can apply to this connection, of course, but this is a love and life reading, so that can apply to every aspect of your life as well. Let's see what else. 2323, tap into the energies of your twin flame connection as a source of creative channeling and expression. Okay? So if that's something that you relate to, that's part of the advice here. A creative way of channeling and expression. And maybe for some of you, that's telepathic communication or 5D interaction or seeing each other in your dreams. Reserve your right to say no. Enabling toxic behavior serves no one in the end. And I feel that heavily for my feminines who are feeling a little bit defensive here because of past history and what happened. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Patience is required. Okay, again, it's coming through. Patience is required as one twin is still struggling to gain clarity with current challenges. Okay, so that also explains why there's this need for time to just play out a little bit more. And lastly, 8338, you and your twin flame are mirroring each other's thoughts at this present time. So you guys really are on the same page. You really are on the same page. You see things the same way. You have the same vision, perhaps, on what it is that you're wanting to manifest when it comes to this connection. I still feel for my feminines, you've got your guard up, which is understandable. And I feel my masculines are the ones that are really wanting to reach out and communicate and take that necessary step for you guys to come back together. But I feel the love here, the sexual chemistry for sure, that's coming through very strongly. Ooh, and bottom of the deck, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection. So things are progressing, things are moving in the right direction, Scorpio. So just hang tight and have some patience here. I feel it will all come into play. It'll all come to fruition the way you really would like it to. All right, guys. So that's where I'm going to leave this reading. If you're interested in your own personal private one, that info is down below in the description box. Thank you guys so very much for watching, for tuning in, for your love and support here on Patreon. It's much appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next Love and Life reading. Take care.